Hi, my name is Jack Clark, and I'm a junior dance major here at Ball State. So, I don't necessarily have an object that's a family heirloom or has a lot of importance to my family as a whole. However, I do have an object that is very important to me as a person, particularly within the past 4 to 6 months. So, my object are these two front teeth. They're actually fake right now. So, what happened to me was first semester, I was in dance conditioning class for my major, and we were having a sprinting competition to see who could sprint the fastest, like doing suicide runs, all of that good stuff to stay fit. And my shoe got stuck on the floor and I fell into the bleachers. And the bleachers were folded up, so when I went to catch myself, they were stacked like this, and my hands went to catch me here, but my face slammed into the bleachers lower than where I could catch myself. So my teeth were shoved up, shattering my jawbone, pushed back, opening my gums, and all of these were chipped. I don't know if you can see, there's some scar tissue right here from my teeth being chipped off and running into my lip. And so I remember getting up, and my friend goes, "Jack, I have your teeth." And I was like, "Did I win the race?" She's like, "No, like, I have your teeth. Are you okay? You're bleeding." And so I looked down and I saw my hand, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is crazy." So I just walk over to my professor and I'm like, "Hey, Melanie, can I go to the office?" And she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. It's no big deal." So I walked my way to the office, and one of our head faculties was on sabbatical last semester. So the head of faculty, as her replacement, was this 70-year-old man named Greg Lund. He's a great professor. He teaches dance history. If you ever have him, don't judge him for this. But he was like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was like, "Well, I think you should call an ambulance and maybe get a red shirt just so we can get this situation figured out." So thank goodness Christy, the professor who's on sabbatical, was there. She's like, "Jack, you're going to be fine. Like, let's go to the locker room. Let's get your clothes so you don't get sick. We'll bring you out on the stretcher. It'll be great." So we go to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, they give me some pain medicine. And I was actually allergic to it and nearly bottomed out. So that was a great experience in and of itself. I'm fortunate enough to have family in Muncie, even though I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So my grandmother came and took me and sat in the waiting room with me, called my boss, called me off of work, explained everything to my professors, called my mother, all of that good stuff. Me being drugged up, I was just taking selfies in my little neck brace and enjoying my time, in whatever mindset I was in. So I went, and the oral surgeon wasn't there, so they transferred me to Indianapolis, and I had several surgeries there. And then throughout the past couple months, since about September, I have been traveling back and forth to Michigan to get procedures done on my teeth. Actually, next weekend I'm going home, and I am getting molds taken for my new teeth to make sure that they're put in right, and then I'm going to get my posts put in, and then after about 4 months of healing from that, I will actually get my teeth in, and they will start on the bottom ones, which are curved. So yeah, it's definitely affected my life in a way that I never would have thought. At first, I viewed it as a very negative experience. I wasn't very happy with what had happened to me, but I came to the consensus that what happened to me is an external thing, and it doesn't define me as a person. So why am I letting it prevent me from smiling? Why am I letting it inhibit my social life? Why am I letting it rule how many times I go out or how many people I meet? Confidence was always something I had in spades, particularly with my smile. And having that taken away from me was a very hard experience. But quite honestly, I'm so glad that I went through that, because it really taught me a lot about who I am and how I value myself as a person internally, as opposed to just on an external basis. I think it carries a lot of value to me, because not only have I learned a lesson from it, but I've helped several people with it. I teach dance to little girls on the side at Cole Academy in Muncie, and there was a girl who didn't want to go on stage because she didn't have her two front teeth. So I popped mine out, and I was just like, "Listen, I don't have my two front teeth either, and sometimes I get really insecure and it makes me not want to smile. But yeah, I'm going to get my two front teeth again, and you are too. So you should smile and you should own it, because it doesn't make you any less beautiful than you are already. And she just started smiling and she started crying, and she went out on stage and smiled her little butt off and nailed the number and came back out and gave me a hug. And I think this experience, although bad, good things can come from it, and you can share your story and you can share the things that have happened to you and help educate other people and help show them that they're not alone and like they're going to be okay. Later in life, hopefully I still won't have this flipper, but if I do, I will not pass it down. I feel as if that'd be kind of weird, but I may keep it as memorabilia in a way. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'm kind of bittersweet with this thing. So yeah, that's my story. That's been my life the past 6 months. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Jack Clark, and I'm a junior dance major, and I hope you enjoyed my speech.